We open in a dimly lit and silent castle. An elf sits upon an old throne, glaring at a human in dirty clothes. A crown adorns her head, and wisps of flame dance between her fingertips. The human's holding a sealed letter. Shakingly, he extends his hand toward the elf. She snatches the letter from the human and dismissively waves him away. As the human leaves, the elf opens the letter. It's an invitation. We cut to a tavern. Pushing the door open and nearly collapsing onto a bar stool is that very same human, his clothes thrice as ragged and worn. His eyes bleakly gaze down at another letter in his hands, and from over his shoulder we can see that the letter is from a music troupe, and they have declined their invitation to the party. Desperately, the man stands up to fetch a drink. He stops in his tracks as he hears someone clear their throat. His face lights up as he spots a tiefling drunkenly stumbling about a makeshift stage. Within seconds, the tiefling has the entire room laughing uproariously. Hours later, just before the tiefling passes out, we see the human extending another invitation. We fade to a mansion, and to the sounds of shouting and crashing cutlery. Elves and humans and pixies run from room to room, hurriedly carrying various decorations. Above them all, standing at a podium, is an Eladrin, or the highest of elves. She seems to be casting 3 spells at once, summoning balloons and creatures and globes of light. The Eladrin abruptly stops her work, noticing the crowd gathering outside. Using magic to amplify her voice, she utters a single word. Keshi! Striding down the massive spiral stair is an immaculately clean Eladrin in a cowboy hat. They calmly descend into the warm embrace of their mother. "A year and a day since your return home," she says. "I'm so very proud of you. You've proven yourself. My child, this will be a night to remember." From here, we zoom out as guests begin to line up outside of the mansion. The gates open and the grand ball begins. And somewhere, very, very far away, something stirs in the darkness. No one knows it yet, but the party is about to have a very unexpected guest. Welcome to Sundae Adventures, Masquerade! We open up at the ball of balls. I can't say that seriously.
The ball of all balls.
Yes, the ball of all balls. No, we open up just as the gates open and guests are arriving. Now, the first thing we see is Keshi. Keshi, where are you in the ballroom, and what are you doing? And also,
Keshi's family is throwing it, right?
Yes. This is a party thrown by the Omaran family, which is one of the oldest, most powerful elf families in all the land. And Keshi, would you like to describe your character, what you're doing, what's going on with you?
Well, I start off looking at the bottom of my little glass of wine. The finest wine, might I add. It tastes like juniper berries, if I recall. A 64 bottle. Brilliant. Beautiful. I down it and then stand up, brush my shirt off. Finest silk, might I add. And walk towards the servants, instructing them what to do. And, there are my patronages from the foundation I own, or run. And I pose for them for the press. There's a few journos around. You know how it is, these balls. And I'm just sorting things out. You know how it is.
Excellent. Excellent.
Forgive the tremors.
So Keshi, as you finish your photo op with I'm gonna say there are a few illusion mages that as you pose, you see they all begin to trace these sigils, the sacred geometry into the air, and in your likeness there is an illusory image that is hovering there, and it even seems to move like how you would move and speak like how you'd speak. And as that's happening, they raise it up and it begins to float toward the ceiling like art. And they just begin to post different photos of you and your mother and your father and people all over the party, distinguished guests, all over the place. In fact, you come up to your mother, who is here. Elathia Omarin is what is called a nexus of power. She's the seventh child of the seventh child, and one of the reasons why your family is so powerful and distinguished is because she can do things with magic that nobody else can.
Ooh.
And so she is currently, even as you approach her, it seems like she's casting spells like as background thought. And as you approach, she gives you a big hug, and she cups her face. She says, "Are you ready?"
Yes, Mother. Right. I've been looking forward to this day. I don't know what else to say. I mean, is there anything I can do to help?
She says, just be you, my child. And she pats you twice on the cheek, and she begins to walk away, still casting spells. The next person to walk through the gate. Liz, would you like to describe your character? What
Sure.
you're doing? Yes.
Yeah, hi, I'm Yara. Yara is a very decked out queen. Probably huddled around servants who seem like they're a little bit disheveled, probably more than they should be. And she's wearing like the best and the brightest, probably overdoing it a little bit. Like tons of just like long, beautiful dress, like the big heart necklace and beautiful crown to match and all of this stuff, like super regal. And it's like the carriage is shining, but it's got like a broken wheel. And she steps out and she's like shoving away servants away from her as she walks into the ballroom.
Nice. Amazing. So you walk into this ballroom and instantly are flooded, overwhelmed, swarmed. You are swarmed by people with trays and just like people with drinks, and they are, just everywhere you turn, someone is offering you something. And you present your letter at the gate. You are granted entry.
She's taking stuff. She's taking stuff off the trays. She is and like just checking her face for any food and stuff. And she's got like she's already down 2 drinks at this point, just real quick.
Nice. Oh, that's perfect. Excellent. So you just
yeah,
put it back on the tray,
and then grab another one to hold. Yeah.
And just, like proceed into the ballroom. Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent. Finally, we come to figure that I believe so. Prince, would you like to describe your character for us as you walk into the building?
More Trouble walks in, just amazed of everything around him, all the servants, the atmosphere of the room, and he is very confused as to what he needs to do to make everything go smoothly tonight.
Excellent. So, More Trouble, are you so you were hired as entertainment, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and say that as you walk in, you notice that everyone around you is kind of dressed like much nicer. Well, while your outfit is the best that you have. I mean, there are just absurdly rich people everywhere, and while it's a little self-conscious, it's not terrible. So the three of you are milling about, mingling, socializing. I'm gonna go with Keshi. You bump into. I'm gonna say that the 3 of you happen to be in the same.
Well, there's a plane for a minute. I was like,
Yeah, no, sorry.
It's part of the atmosphere. It's the
There's a siren that goes by in the background.
Mother, I thought
Somebody
you
partied way
redirected the
too
traffic
hard.
for the party.
Yeah. Keshi. So the first thing that you see, we have a little mini flashback to right before the party, right before the gates opened, and your mother is speaking to you, and she says, Keshi, my darling, our cousins are going to try and speak to me tonight. I need you to make sure that doesn't happen. They're going to ask for things, they're going to demand all kinds of things, and I'm going to be quite busy managing my spells, concentrating on things that, quite frankly, can't be bothered with. So...
Alternatively, Mother, why do we not simply cancel the ball? I don't need this big extravagance. It's been a year, we can have a small, hootenanny, you know?
She says, Keshi, think of the children. Think of the foundation. We can't just cancel a ball.
I'm sure our donators, whatever we call them, will understand if we cancel the party. I'm sure we can raise funds another way for the kids.
She says, alas, my dear child, this is not a possibility. Things are in motion that can't be undone.
I understand what needs to be done.
I'm going to need you to keep them away from me, if possible. It will be possible.
I understand, Mother.
Mostly George and Ellen and the mayor, of course, cousin Quintus. Just
Quintus.
keep them away from me, please. Yes. I know. I wasn't expecting
Did we have to send him an invite?
He did,
Hear what he did with
unfortunately.
those ducks?
As
And they still haven't
embarrassing-
found the third one.
Of course not. But he is an Omaran, and I must
And a Maran
insist.
by marriage.
Of course. But I will be quite insistent that you keep him away from me, if possible.
Very well.
We cut to the present, where we see Keshi and Yara and More Trouble all kind of in the same corner around a piano, where More Trouble, you're beginning to set up shop, and More Trouble, you are bumped quite hard by an elf. And this elf he kind of like comes right up to you, and he's like, Oi! You know where I can find, Alethea?
Sorry, I don't know.
Who's a...
Who?
And he just kind of like looks around, he just shouts to no one, he's like, bloody useless, this one right here! And, he goes around, he looks at you, Yara, and he's like, he seems to like, he sees that your ears are also pointed, and he just like kind of walks up to you, and he's like, Oi! You know where the host of the party is?
I saw her recently. We were chatting not too long ago, actually. I was helping her set up. You know, we're very close. But who are you?
So he takes in a breath, and then he looks behind you, where he sees Keshi, and he like, his eyes widen a little bit. He is, Oi, cousin Keshi.
Oh,
And
fuck.
he looks at you, Yara, and he does a big sweeping bow, and he says, Quintus O'Moran, at your service.
As Quince. What is it? Say it again.
He says Quintus O'Moran.
Quintus. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. How do you know the host?
He says, well, host is me cousin. And,
Oh, you're in the family, huh?
Yeah, I am. I've got business with Alethea. And he looks behind you and he says, Oi, Keshi, come here, you. I've got something to say.
Oh god. Yes, Quinty?
He says, where's your mom?
I believe she is preparing or making preparations for the party. She's quite busy.
He
Why?
says,
Did you need her for something?
I need to talk to her about possible line of succession, you know, that kind of stuff.
Line of succession, eh?
Yeah.
I might
Sorry.
know. I might be able to help you. I am a queen in my own country. I understand the laws of succession. Maybe I'll go with you. I'll go with you to meet her. We're very close. She has no idea who I am.
Well.
Yeah, I believe Mother's too busy. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. There's free drink out here, not free drink in there. I'd rather be out here than wherever Mother is organising the party and talking to maids. Also, she's in a very bad mood. This party was a lot. So let's just hang out here. And I grab my cousin and say, hey, try this. And I just force a drink down his throat.
All right.
Oh my. You're
So
Keshi.
as you grab your cousin, Keshi, actually, I need all three of you to roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. Already?
First roll, skill challenge.
Already?
Social encounters.
Oh
Masquerade.
my.
Perception. Oh, let me find it.
Nice.
So
Nice.
fast. Hold on, I wasn't ready.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh god. I see nothing. In fact,
Nobody won. All right, so
I only see myself in the mirror. That's all I see.
yeah. So Yara, you catch like there's a particularly shiny tray that one of the servers has, and you're just like, hold on, and you like stop the server, and he holds it up as you're just like, and as you're doing that, and you have Quintus in your arm, so he's like, oi, what the fuck? And as it's happening, Keshi and Strax, you hear a message. You both identify this as Keshi, you recognize this because your mother does it all the time. And More Trouble, you are quite well versed in arcane. You know that someone is casting a message spell, and you just happen to be close enough to Keshi to hear it. More Trouble, you hear the voice of Aletheia Omarin, a voice that you recognize even though you've never met her before, because you have heard her messages across the land. And it says...
Is it weird that I'm jealous of this extremely magical being? Super rich, super magic across the land?
Yeah, she's
wanna
very
be
well
her.
known. More Trouble and Keshi, you hear the voice of Aletheia say, I just spotted George and Ellen. You're going to have to keep them busy.
Is she talking directly to me?
I think so.
It seems like it is meant for. It seems like it's meant for Keshi, but More Trouble. You get the feeling that if you assist, there will be some kind of reward to this. So we're going to enter the second skill challenge.
Oh boy.
As this is happening, the two of you see this couple of humans, crossing the ballroom with great intent. They're walking arm in arm, and they seem to be making a beeline towards the room that Aletheia is in. It seems as though they know intrinsically where it is. What would the two of you like to do?
I run towards them. And I trip them up, or attempt to trip them up.
Okay, that's fine. So Keshi, I would like you to roll me a sleight of hand to try and trip him up. Oh no!
Oh no!
All right. And More Trouble, what would you like to do?
I notice Keshi run over, and I'm assuming that's who the message was about. So I also make my way over and try to seem very excited about meeting them and the party, because they must be important with the way they look.
You're a fan.
I'm a big
Awesome.
fan.
Awesome. So then, More Trouble, I would like you to roll me a. I'm gonna say persuasion.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
nice.
All right.
Oh, so persuasive.
So Keshi, you run over, you try and trip them up, but I'm gonna say you just kind of like tumble a little bit. And you're just like, oh no, and you just kind of
They walk past me.
you land right in front of them, and they just kind of like split around you and come back together and continue walking. But more trouble comes up, and what would you like to say to them? You got a 21, so it will be successful.
I go straight in front of them, and I introduce myself and tell them how I was hoping that I would be able to meet them because I heard they were coming. And I just wanted to like distract them from wherever they were heading and just keep them there for a few.
Excellent.
You're like sidestepping them every time they try to like walk past you. Like, oh my god, it's you.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Hi.
Oh sorry. Oh sorry.
So as more trouble comes up and says, I'm so excited to meet you, and it seems as though they stop, and the man who you know to be George Lemaire, this one, he says,
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
no. He squints at you a little bit and he says, yes.
Why does he sound like that?
Love these voices.
Thank you.
Can you say that again? Just...
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Wormtail.
I am George Lemaire. This is my wife, Ellen. And
Oh my God.
she's like, charmed, I'm sure. And so
Your
the two of
voices
them...
are as beautiful as I've heard.
Oh shit.
Oh,
All right,
no.
so more trouble. On the top left-hand part of your character sheet, there's going to be a thing that says inspiration. And there's a little box next to it. I want you to click on that box. Nice. You have a point of inspiration. Now, what is inspiration? Inspiration is whenever you fuck up on a d20 roll, you can say to me, I would like to use my point of inspiration. And then you click on that box and the little dragon thingy disappears, and you get to re-roll that d20 roll. Doesn't work for
Awesome.
damage, it only works for attacks or skill checks or saves. Anything that involves a d20, you get to re-roll it if you use up your point of inspiration.
Cool.
Tyler gives out points of inspiration for being amazing or just nailing the moment, or Tyler, whatever Tyler wants, Tyler can give you a point of inspiration. It's very
I
good
love
stuff.
that I'm still
Arbitrary.
learning everything.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, you're totally fine. It's completely arbitrary. The DM gives it whenever, a player does something cool or something. But typically, I give them out once per session, so that's yours. You can use it whenever you want. They stop, and they're chatting it up with you. In the meantime, we kind of zoom back to Yara, who has Quintus on her arm. Quintus...
My dear Quintus,
Yeah.
it's so lovely to meet you. I know everyone in the family, but I don't know you.
Well, I've fallen onto some hard times, you see, and
Oh.
I've been needing to speak with Alathea about, I'd at least like to be in an advisory position, when young Keshi becomes of age and steps up.
Advisory. Young Keshi, you say. Hard times. Happens to the best of us, and Yara just immediately unhooks and sits somewhere and just goes and is looking for Keshi everywhere.
He's just like, whoa, what the fuck? And he just spins around and kind of goes off into the thing. All right, cool. Skill challenge done. Good job, everybody. More trouble. There is so as you finish up, and the two of them, you see George and Ellen. George is like, yeah, we'll find her somewhere else, and he just they go off to somewhere else in the party. It seems as though they're no longer interested in going into that room, and they continue further into the dance hall. And more trouble. You hear it sounds like the fluttering of wings. It's like, but like better than what I just did.
It's very violent.
Yeah.
But better.
And
Fluttering.
and you hear like a giggle, like a mischievous giggle, and you turn around, and there is a strange creature, looks like some kind of pixie or a fey creature, that is standing behind you on a bar stool, and he's got his arms folded, and he seems to be sizing you up and down. And
Is it fucking Chare?
He says, "You're not as fancy as these other folks, are ya?"
It's fucking Chare!
He says, "But I recognize those horns anywhere. You're a tiefling, ain't ya?"
Yeah, I am. Who are you?
So he extends a tiny hand to shake your hand, and he says, "My name is Chare. I'm you could say I'm a friend of the family, I guess."
Oh my god, it's fucking Chare. My heart is so happy right now.
And so you shake hands, and he says, "Hey, would you mind doing me a little favor? You know, between new acquaintances." I'm sorry. Where are my manners? What's your name?"
Don't do anything he says, he's the worst. I'm just kidding, do everything he says.
I'm more trouble? Can I help you?
Oh, you got a killer name, my friend. He says, I'm looking for an Eladrin. That's one of these elfin folk. Goes by the name Akeshi. Might be around the area. Would you mind? And you see he flits up, and he kind of like he's like strafe hovering in the air, and he says, he's like, would you mind being my friend here, being my little date for like 10-20 minutes while we go looking?
Weren't you just said you were a friend of the family? Wouldn't you know where he is?
No, it's a big room. I'm a little pixie. I can fit in a like a little stew pot.
I've got nothing better to do.
Yeah, hey, good man, good boy, hey. And so at that, he goes over, he sits on your shoulder, and you see he starts looking around, and the two of you begin to wander around until eventually you find Keshi. From here we cut to Yara. Yara, you look around. As soon as you part with Quintus, you're looking around this party, and there's a ton of people. And as you try and mingle a little bit, little by little, you try and establish a connection. It doesn't seem like anyone's biting until you sit down at the bar, exasperated, with your how many drinks deep?
Oh, I'm at least 4.
4 with your, I'll say with your 5th drink.
Okay.
And you down your drink, put your glass on the table, on the bar, and the bartender is quite inattentive towards you, it seems. You tried to get the bartender's attention, but the bartender kind of looked at your crown and like smirked a little bit and just turned away. And you see a drink glass slide across your vision and in front of you, and it is a full untouched drink. And sitting like a stool away from you is a human. And he kind of like gives you the up nod, and he moves a stool closer.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Who are you?
He says, "My name is Fingali Arden."
What a name.
And yours?
I'm Yara, obviously. Queen in my land.
Jesus, Queen. And he gets off of his stool and he like bows.
Oh, Yara fucking loves that shit.
Goes
She's...
back up, and he like takes your hand. He's like, "Mwah," and comes back, gets back on his stool, and he says, "Couldn't help, but couldn't. Ah, fuck. I need to solidify this guy's
Nailed
voice."
the accent. Who is this guy?
Accents. They're like, this isn't working. All right.
It's okay. We're gonna give you a pass because you did just have to go from Chare to a very charming young man. So we're gonna give you a pass on that.
Are you trying to say
alright.
Kari isn't charming? How dare you?
Chare is incredibly charming. How
You're
dare
right.
you?
I'm sorry.
I just got pretty
you're right.
charmed.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah.
I didn't ask for anything.
Yeah. So he okay, Jon Snow. Okay. So he says, Queen Yara, I must say that I'm quite taken. What brings you to this party?
I was invited, of course. Friend of the family. You know, queens have to stick together.
Of course. I can't say what kingdom are you the regent of?
What is that kingdom from Princess Diaries?
Geneva.
Geneva.
No, not Geneva.
It's not. Is it not? No, this is Geneva code. What
It's
is
not
it?
Geneva.
Genora?
No, Geneva
No.
is not.
Genovia?
It's not Geneva.
Genovia! That's it!
Genovia.
Genovia.
I was like,
I was so
Genora?
close.
Genora,
I
that's
watched
from
the
the
movies.
Airbender? The Airbender, yeah, no. Genovia. Okay. I'm Queen of Genovia. I'm sure you've heard. It's quite a powerful kingdom. Why did she laugh, Strax? It's quite a big kingdom.
This is Genovia. This is yeah, I've heard of I'm sorry, but I've heard that your kingdom had gone under hard times.
Lies! Lies, and rumors from our enemies. They want to make us seem weak when we are so strong and such a threat. It's absolutely a rumor. Look at my, and I'm like presenting my outfit like, we are doing just fine.
I need you to roll me a
Yeah.
deception check real
You
quick.
bet. You fucking bet. I was waiting for that. Deception. Oh!
Oh my god!
Ooh, let's go!
Wow.
Let's go.
Alright. Doesn't matter if it's a one shot or a different one shot
I
or
always
anything.
roll
Those will
good.
crit socially.
I will crit socially and fail in combat every time.
So his eyes go wide. He says, "I'm so sorry. My information must be incorrect."
Yes, and here's the thing about rumors. Rumors spread. You know, if you were to maybe correct people when they talk about Genovia, that would be doing me a great honor and would help remedy this horrible rumor.
He says, "Oh, of course. Well, I suppose it's quite fortuitous that we've met, isn't it? Then." He says, "I myself am well, we don't really have royalty in Kyranos, but I'm I guess you could call it some kind of prime minister."
Oh.
So, the land of Kyranos, it's a small. It's a little bigger than a city.
Okay.
Not quite kingdom-sized, but well on its way to being a kingdom. And you know that Kyranos recently was almost completely wiped off the map by some kind of. Actually, you know what? Roll a history.
Okay.
DM.
Okay. All right. I'll
Work
roll
for
you.
your lore.
I got you. I have a 3. Oh.
That's fine. 11 is just above average. You know that Kyranos recently was almost wiped off the face of the map because of some kind of spell that went wrong that essentially blew up everything.
A spell, though.
Yeah, some kind
Do I know
of,
in the magic world the person who casted it? Is it a famous villain or anything?
No, you're not sure.
It was
But you
a
know
Da Vinci experiment gone wrong or something?
You're not sure.
Okay.
You just know that all of the buildings just vaporized. because of some spell. You've heard rumors that there was some spell that backfired, or maybe someone cast it, some kind of villain, you're not sure. But something happened.
Okay, wow. I've heard of your land. I heard something horrible happened.
He says, oh yes, we were set upon by, well, the Mad Mage, they call him. But
A mad mage.
that's besides the point. My people have come upon quite hard times. They have no homes, nowhere to live. All of their hard work, all of their opportunities to have gainful employment and to make something of themselves, it's been taken away from them. And he once more gets off of the stool, and he gets down on a knee, and he takes her hand and he just kind of presses it into his hands, and he says, Great Queen Yara, I would be eternally grateful, as would my people, if you would allow us into your kingdom, so that we may prosper and add to your kingdom's glory as well. And from here we cut.
I'm like pulling it. I go.
And so from here we cut to the ballroom itself. You should all have control over your minis. More trouble, you are... I'm going to say that you are over... Where is Chare? You are over here with Chare. Keshi. Let's say that you are...
I'm still on the floor after I fell.
What?
Oh, have I gotten up by now?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you have gotten up.
Okay.
And
great.
your mother has since emerged from her room, and she has approached the piano. It is getting a little later. It is approaching nighttime. And just as the final rays of the sun set, there is a strange feeling in the air.
Oh my.
This is not the music that I want to make.
It's perfect. What are you
Jesus
talking
Christ.
about? That's perfect music.
There is a strange feeling in the air. As you see, everything begins to completely shift. As soon as the final rays of the sun descend behind the horizon, a large portal opens
What?
in the back of the hall.
A portal?
Yes, there is a rift that cracks open in time and space.
What?
Oh
Keshi,
my
your mother,
god.
looks at you, and she actually begins to conjure. You see her hands begin to glow as these, like, Doctor Strange shields appear in her hand. And you hear...
A year and a day has passed. Keshi O'Loren, it is time to repay thy debt. One night out with thee unavailable. The sun has set, and so have I appeared.
And stepping through the portal
Oh my
is a
fucking
creature. And I'm gonna blow it up so everyone can see it. Is a skeletal creature. Aletheia looks at you, Keshi, and she says, I'm sorry, what? And you see the shields just wink out, and she says, she once more cups her face, Keshi, this time with a little force. And she says, Keshi, my darling, my love, what did you do in the
looking like I'm absolutely terrified. My skin is incredibly pale. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm shaking. I'm hyperventilating. I don't know. I don't know. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At this point, at this point, more trouble. You and Chare have located Keshi, and you're standing right next to them. And Chare kind of pipes up. He says, "Oh, good, I found you. Hey, Bodak is here." And
I'm
and so
completely in the middle of like having a full-on breakdown. I see Charum like, what? Char?
So there's a large skeletal creature that seems to suck light in as it moves, and as it is traveling across this area, Chare, he's sitting on your shoulder, more trouble, and he points to this creature. He says, "That guy over there. He's actually no, sorry. I'm going to say that as this is happening." What is his name? Fingali. He takes your hand, Yara, and he says, "We must do something." He says, I'm sure Alethea will know what to do."
Yes. Let's do something about that.
So the two of you also come up to Alethea, just in time to hear Chare's exposition. And so Chare points to this creature and he says, "That guy over there, his name is Bodak. He's kind of a guard in this place called the Shadowfell. Shadowfell is kind of a dark reflection of our world. Now, Kesh over there, that's the guy that I've been trying to speak to. He gets off of your shoulder at this point, more trouble. He says, Keshi made a deal with Bodak when they were in the Shadowfell about a year and a day ago, promising a night on the town.
In exchange for passage, like...
In exchange for passage, a deal was made. Now, unfortunately, tonight's the night."
I meant like a few drinks at a tavern, not invading the ball.
So Chare says, "Look, Keshi, my dude, you gotta provide a pretty fucking entertaining night for this creature." And
Look at more trouble.
Alethea comes up to the three of you, and she says, and you notice that the shields have winked out. There's no magic about her right now, and she says, "I can't interfere with this." She says, "You made a deal with this creature. Pact magic is stronger than anything that even I could control."
I mean, do we have a good contract lawyer? Because technically, it is night, he is out, it is with me in a general vicinity. Deal's done. He can go back now and we can carry on. I never have to think about Shadowfell again.
She says, "No. You promised a night. This creature, this Bodak, will be here until sunrise, I'd wager." And she says, "I know what that is. This creature is capable of siphoning souls at will. I imagine that is probably what it desires as a good time. Now, she says, there is one rule at this masquerade, at this ball. There is no bloodshed allowed. Keshi, my darling, this creature, if allowed outside of these borders, will suck the souls out of every living creature in our kingdom.
Fuck the souls.
Soul sucker.
Nice.
She says, I hope you have a good plan, my child. Because every death here is on your head now.
But
And at that, she gets up from the piano and she begins to walk away. And it seems as though she is shouting orders to different servants to try and start getting people out of the room.
Yara goes up and links arm with Keshi. Keshi, my darling, you are such a fantastical person. You could do so many things to entertain this beast. It'll be fine. I'll help.
we can't change what's done. We can only move on.
I
Why
think
on
More
earth?
Trouble,
Yeah, go ahead.
More Trouble looks around, still very confused as to what's happening, and just asks Teshi, so is this like a date situation, or...
Oh my god, how would that even work? Like, I've done worse? Maybe? You know what? No, let's say no to the date. I've considered it. I don't think that's going to work logistically. I don't know how. Because my dates always end in a good way, you know? Also, you are payment, are you not?
Yes.
Well, one, thank you for helping with my aunt and uncle back there. By the two, do you mind entertaining Bodak?
You need me to entertain that?
Oh yeah, I mean, if we hired you, your skills should be quite sufficient enough. Oh god, he's coming closer. Please do something. I'm going to get a drink if I have time.
I'll do my best.
Thank you. And then I take a few steps towards a servant just to get a drink.
Okay, yeah, that happens. You get a drink from a servant. You do notice that I'm gonna say one of the more belligerent members of the party comes up to Bodak and says, "You don't look so tough," and rears back a fist. See that this guy looks really drunk, and Bodak, lightning fast, reaches his hand out and grabs the guy's face, and you see its mouth opens unnaturally wide, and you just hear like.
Can I intervene? I want to jump in front and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
go
whoa,
for it.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah, yeah.
whoa,
Yeah,
enough
go for
of the soul sucking. You wanted a night out? Fine. I will give you a night out. Just promise me you won't harm anyone in my kingdom, any of my subjects.
That was not part of the deal.
Well,
I had
typically,
such a good time.
you can have a good time without suffering.
So Bodak cocks its head to the side and says,
Explain.
Alright, time to bring out the good big guns. You know, you can get the wine and get the whiskey and the ale and the four locos, and we can have a room and we can have a good time around town. Hey, this is a ball. We do the partying, eh?
Can Chare be doing this too? Can
Chare just kind of sees that everyone's doing it, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
Let's keep it up. I think it's working.
Keshi, give yourself a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
It's a callback.
Yeah.
So, Chare actually gets off of wherever he was standing. I think the floor, I guess.
I think he was on More Trouble's shoulder.
No, he
Yeah,
got
he
off my shoulder.
Yeah, he got off his shoulder. And so he actually flits up to Bodak, and he puts his hand on Bodak's shoulder, and seems to just kind of rub his shoulder a little bit, which is covered in this like green moss. And you see his hand kind of sinks into it a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, no. And he says, "Hey, buddy, look, we're here to have a good time. You know, ain't no need for any of." And mid-sentence, Bodak actually just like swats him, and he goes flying across the room,
Oh,
and he lands on the outside of the ballroom. And it looks like he's out cold.
oh my.
Bodak,
Oh,
then you see disturbingly his mouth, it develops corners, and it turns up in a smile.
That is terrifying.
And it says,
Okay. Okay.
We are off to a good start, Casio Morin.
Does entertaining this creature mean that we have to be batted around? Like, I don't know.
I've been through too much to give up now. There's a stubbornness about me that never can bear to be frightened at the will of others. My
Oh.
courage always rises at every attempt to intimidate me.
Oh,
We can do this.
Keshi! And Yara goes like this on the side of his face. Keshi! Oh my! So brave!
Is that Verusian silk? I just peek at her sleeve.
Not calling me out! It is the finest silk. Of course.
Verusian silk, to be clear.
I don't know what you're talking about. My servants made it.
Oh lord. Okay. I
feel
look
like-
at more trouble and be like, so what's your gimmick? What's your thing? You juggle?
No.
Swallow
No
swords?
juggling. No.
Ventriloquism?
I'm a comedian.
Sorry, what is that word you just said again?
Comedian?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you give me a moment of your time, I can tell you a joke and make you laugh.
I imagine that we start to get like around him like a like, you know those circles that people will make around buskers? That's what starts to happen.
so you all should have control over your minis. So if you click on your mini, you can use the arrow keys or click and drag to move yourselves around.
Yara is arm in arm with Keshi, whether he likes it or not.
Nice. I'm gonna say that Fingali is also by Yara.
Oh no!
Forgot about that part.
Yeah, I have to kick this guy out at some point.
So Bodak, still smiling, turns to you, more trouble. And for a split second, you gaze into its eyes, and you have to avert your gaze immediately because you feel cold as soon as you lock eyes with this thing. And it looks at you and says,
Demon-born. Come. Entertain Bodak.
Oh no!
Third person.
Oh no!
I think More Trouble is extremely, like, scared to go anywhere near this creature, and tries to point out that we should probably go check on little dude that just got bashed across the room.
So, as you say that, the smile instantly drops,
Oh my god!
and Bodak begins to take a step towards you. And it like raises its hand, and you see disturbingly its skeletal arm begins to lengthen as though it's reaching out towards you. What would you like to do?
Very good. Oh god. So he's reaching out at me?
Yes.
Can I hide behind a piano, please?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I need you to roll me.
Oh fuck.
Why don't you roll me a stealth?
Okay.
Right in front of oh, where's it gone?
Wait,
like a
where's...
Skyrim NPC. Ooh.
Alright, nice. So you cower behind the piano. I'm gonna move your mini over here.
Okay.
And as you cower, you hear
Good, good. battle.
And Bodak then takes a step over, just reaches out to one of the guests and grabs him by the neck and like pulls him forward and just like, and you see this white sphere leave this guy's mouth and enter Bodak, and he drops him to the floor and the guest goes limp.
Can you undo that? What the fuck? You can't just kill my guests.
That Demento
not
just
part-
stole a soul!
Yeah.
Sure.
He turns to you, Keshi, and he says,
Very good so far, Kashiyomaran. You
Hey.
brought me a grand feast.
No, not a
This shall
feast.
be good.
Okay. Try these, and I get a tray of parfaits from the servants and just hold it up to the beast.
I want you to roll me a persuasion.
You get ready for this? If it fucks up, I'm gonna be. Okay.
It's not bad.
So, Bodak takes the parfait, and he just, like opens its mouth, and you see that the yogurt and, like, the granola, it just gets, like, sucked into its body, and then
Oh my
just throws the rest of the glass, too. And it seems to, like, crumble into dust as it enters the void. And Bodak cocks its head to the side, and you just hear, like...
Not bad.
And it only gets better because those were the parfaits we give to my cousins. The good food is over here, and I try lead him away to like there's a big table full of all this food, and I want to like whisper offside to one of the servants, make more parfaits.
The servant is like, oh, of course, right away. And you
Then I
just
grab
hear,
him. I'm like, no, seriously, make more parfaits.
just like, okay, yeah. More parfaits, got it. And you just hear, like, he speaks into this magical, like, intercom. He's like, as many parfaits we can make immediately. And he runs away.
The no-face scene is coming to mind right now.
More trouble. I need you to roll me a perception check. Nice.
Yikes.
Because I'm behind the piano.
Nice. Yeah, more trouble. I'm gonna say that, so you see these walls here that are next to you, in between you and the piano? They're made of glass. And I'm gonna say that you do see Chare kind of like shaking his head and holding his head a bit, and he makes eye contact with you, and he seems to be saying something, but the glass, you don't know what he's saying. And as
Uh-oh.
that's- Yeah. And so
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So as that's happening, I'm gonna say Keshi and Bodak come to about this point as they're approaching the buffet table off to the south. Yara, what would you like to do at this point?
Okay, Yara's frustrated that Keshi is paying her no mind in favor of this creature. She wants to help, so that Keshi will pay attention to her, but she doesn't quite know how or what to do to get his attention, so I'm gonna actually cast Detect Thoughts on Keshi.
Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, you cast Detect Thoughts on Keshi. Keshi, I need you to roll me an Intelligence save. Or Wisdom save. Wisdom save, sorry.
Uh-oh. Alright, wisdom.
Okay, so you can feel something probing into your mind.
Damn, I failed.
It feels like there's a presence that's in your thoughts. But Yara, you can still hear. So the wisdom save is
Like how much I get?
is how much you get.
Okay.
Well, no. So the wisdom save is just to see if it knows, if the subject knows that you're probing into their thoughts.
Okay.
The spell still works.
Okay, bet.
So you do hear Keshi's thoughts.
Okay.
Surface level stuff.
Am I aware of this though?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're aware.
You are aware that it feels like there is like a little probe in your mind. Someone's listening to your thoughts. You just don't know who.
Okay, in that case, I very quiet focus my mind, and all I'm trying to think about is this: Aruba, Jamaica, I want to take you, Bermuda, Barcelona, California, Pretty Mama, Tijuana, Antigua, Puerto Rico.
Okay, so Yara hears that. And is there like a band? Or like people playing music?
So the piano is playing by itself, and More Trouble, is the entertainment.
Oh, right. Okay. So Yara goes over to the piano, and it's playing by itself though. Can I tap on it and like, piano? Can I make a request? Does it do anything? Does anything happen? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it's piano.
Okay.
But more trouble is you do see More Trouble cowering underneath.
Right. You, demon, come here.
What?
Come.
What do you need? What do you need?
Listen. You're the entertainment, right?
Yes.
I need Keshi's attention. I think that maybe we can work together. I'm sorry, I hit the mic with the fan. I think that we can work together here. Yes?
I don't know if that's a great idea. The last person that was asking for help with Keshi got hit across the room a second ago.
It's fine. I'll protect you. I'm magical. And I do like a little thing with my hands.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah, little magic trick.
Once again, just why not? Let's do it.
Perfect. Do you know the song? You sing, right?
Yes. What song were you looking?
You know that song? Do you know that song that goes? I don't actually know the lyrics. Shit.
Aruba.
Okay.
Do you think you could hum it for me?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. You know that song, right? Come on, I'm being very clear here. You know the song, right?
Can you do it again for me? Let me try to.
Yes. Perfect. All right. Okay. Big smiles. Like, I want to.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Is minor
what exactly
illusion?
are you trying to do? Oh,
I'm trying to put on a show. I know.
Okay. That's fine.
Sound or an image of an object within range. Okay, so I want to cast minor illusion to make it look like More Trouble is on, like, has like curtains in front of him and they like open dramatically.
That's fine.
And okay, cool.
That's fine.
Okay. Ready?
All right,
Places.
Okay.
And I cast minor illusion.
Nice. So More Trouble, I need you to make me a performance check. You're gonna have advantage on this, which means of the two numbers that pop up, we're gonna take the bigger one.
Okay, so you said performance?
Yes. All right.
God, it's the bigger one.
Okay, so it's a 14. I'm gonna say Keshi and Bodak get to about this point, and Bodak looks like he's about to reach for another guest, but then you see this whoosh, these curtains open, and Bodak's head whips around, and you see More Trouble standing there, beginning to sing that song.
Aruba, Jamaica, oh, I wanna take ya.
Keshi! Yara's conducting. Yeah.
Nice. So Keshi, you notice that this song is in the same time as how you're singing it in your head, and you kind of lock eyes with Yara, as she's like, Keshi.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama.
Pretty
Yeah, so-
mama! Yara's very pleased with herself.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that Bodak stops reaching for that guest and looks up and slowly nods its head in time with the music. All right, so there's one part of the skill challenge done.
I didn't even know I was doing a skill challenge.
Oh yeah. So at that, let's see. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop. More trouble. You hear like a on the glass, and you turn around, and you see that Chare has gotten up, and he's tapping on the glass. He's tapping on the window, and he hooks his thumb to the staircase to the north, and you see he flies over to the staircase.
Okay. So I immediately stop singing the song and go to check on him.
Okay, nice. So you come over, and you see that Chare, he's got a little cut on his head, but he says, all right, more problems? I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
More trouble?
problems?
More trouble, sorry. More trouble. So he, well, sorry, it's not a cut, it's a little bruise. And Chare points to his head, he says, I don't think Bodak knows about the no blood rule.
You think?
He says, yeah, I do think. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
He says, the no blood rule. That's not a self-imposed rule. That's a pact.
So, what can I do to help keep this from happening?
He says, no. I think we need to make it happen. 'Cause
What?
when you break, so he lowers his voice a little. He says, more trouble. When you break the rules of a pact, there are bad consequences.
So,
He
what do
says,
you need me to do?
He says, we need to get Bodak to spill some blood. He might be sent packing. He says, yeah, it's gonna suck. He says, I'm not gonna do it though. My ears are still ringing, so. He says, but he pats you on the shoulder. He says, you got this, buddy. You got it. And he flits away.
Oh god.
Classic Chare.
More Trouble just looks around, even more confused than when he first walked in.
All right. Nice.
Okay. So can I go back to the piano and I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Come tell Yara what happened.
Yeah, you can definitely like tell your teammates what's going on.
Yeah, come tell me
Okay.
what happened.
I head back to the piano and start telling Yara what I was just told about the pact and
Oh.
spilling blood.
So if we get Bodak to spill blood, the pact will end?
I guess that's what the floating one just told me.
Kashi would like that very much. Yes. Alright. Here's the plan. Wait! It's a soul sucker! It doesn't have to use anything to does it doesn't have to use anything. It's just gonna suck souls. That's not spilling blood. How do we get it to spill blood?
Make it look like an accident?
Okay. So Yara this is not gonna work. It's gonna be great. Yara kind of skits over the ballroom to Keshi and Bodak. She like does a little jog over to them.
Nice. At this point, the buffet table is half empty, as Bodak has just been throwing things into its maw,
Okay.
and they just disappear.
Okay. So Yara is
Okay,
going
so-
to. Oh, Bodak! Oh, I know. Isn't the buffet table so good? I personally haven't had anything yet, but, you know, I'm feeling a little faint. I think maybe I need something to eat. You know, and Yara tries to faint into Bodak's arms.
Okay.
You know, like those, like, and they faint and
Do
try
I
to get...
see this?
Yeah. Yes, Keshi, you do
Yes,
see
definitely.
this.
I run to
I
catch
really
her.
need something to eat, Bodak. Oh!
More trouble. Are you also coming with them?
Yeah, because I noticed her starting to faint.
Nice. Nice. That. Yes.
Oh my! The
I
vape
run to
is-
catch her.
You faint. You begin to faint, and Bodak isn't reaching out to catch you. You just
I
like
figured.
bump into him and fall.
I figured
Fall to
as
the
much.
ground. It's just like, and it collapses, and Bodak points to Yara and looks at you, Keshi, and says,
Are you going to eat her?
Yara opens one eye to see Keshi's answer. Like,
Oh, yes, I plan on devouring this lady later
my.
tonight.
Oh
it might
my!
be- It's more of a private affair, but
"Damn."
Say hi to your...
that is one of the things I will be showing you. Well, not me demonstrating, but there's a night. I know of places.
Can I start to drag Yara away?
Yeah.
I see this going wrong.
While more trouble is explaining, we just see in the background where he's just like,
just dragging me away.
"It's perfect." Oh my god. So as this is happening, you hear a yelp on the other side of this, on the other side of the room. As you see the portal begins to glow a little brighter, you see 4 flashes. As there are 4 creatures that appear on the other side of the portal, on the other side of the dance hall. It's not the right music for this.
Yara wakes up right away. Damn it. But Keshi, huh? Whew.
And Bodak turns back to Keshi and says,
I hope you don't mind. But I brought some friends. They're also looking for a good time.
Actually, that
Oh
I
my.
do mind. The deal was just you, if I
and
do recall.
Oh
Bodak,
my.
you see the corners turn up again. And he says,
The Shadar-kai. Distant relations to the Eladrin, I believe, yes. Dark elves.
Oh
You
god.
will entertain them as well. Or they will entertain themselves.
and the Shadowkai actually begin to move onto the dance floor. And they're actually, it looks like they're starting to like round up some of the guests. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
I was gonna say.
Oh no.
I was gonna say.
So, yeah, you're gonna click on your token and then put your thing in. Alright, so yeah, in the turn order, you'll see your name pop up. You can double click and, yeah, manually put in your initiative. Thank you.
Keshi?
Yes.
Keshi?
Yes.
There's more.
I can see. Yes, there are a lot more.
Uh-oh.
I reach for my sword.
Oh no.
What did Bodak get? Bodak got a 15. Uh-oh.
Wow,
God.
Bodak. Wow. Taking everyone's thunder tonight, Bodak.
Uh-oh. Alright, so the Shadowkai are gonna go first. Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry, someone else is in the turn initiative.
Who?
Huh?
That is Fingali.
Oh. Wow. He's still here. Fuck.
So you see the Shadar Kai are all going to use their actions to begin rounding up people. See, one of them, they all begin to grab a guest and go off with them, and they seem to be all moving back towards the portal. That's going to be their turns. Bodak turns to you, Keshi, and you see his mouth begin to open for a second, but he thinks better of it, and he turns around and takes a step towards more trouble.
Oh, fuck.
And he says,
You shall provide entertainment or nourishment, or both.
and more trouble, I need you to make me a wisdom save as he locks eyes with you.
I think it's this?
Yes. Would you like to use your point of inspiration?
Yes. Yes, I would.
All right, 15. Just barely passed. So he locks eyes with you, and you gaze into the void, and for a second, everything goes black, and you can't hear, and you just hear like a slight ringing. But you close your eyes and you focus your mind, and you're back in the ballroom. And it seems as though Bodak tried to do something to your soul. You feel like a heaviness in your body. That's Bodak's turn. More trouble, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
Can I? Oh no.
Is Bodak undead?
Yes.
Damn it.
Shit. Okay. All right.
And then Yara, you're up after.
Okay.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out.
It's okay. It's understandably so. Fucking Bodak. Bodak's dumbass.
Can I start heading towards the dudes that are taking the guests?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Would you like to disengage from Bodak so he can't hit you as you're leaving, or do you just want to go?
Can I use Blade Ward?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
You're getting the hang of this.
So do
Yeah.
I just click Blade Ward?
Yeah,
Yeah, click
just
it.
on Yep.
Okay.
Nice. So you begin to trace these sigils into the air, and as you run away from Bodak, so you can move your mini anywhere you'd like to go.
Okay.
I guess this is 30 feet.
Okay. Let me...
And so as you run, Bodak reaches for you and says,
We're not done yet.
and he's going to attempt to grab you with his claws. That's a 13. I don't think a 13 beats your armor class. More trouble. Your armor class is 12. Yeah, never mind. So you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. All right. Unfortunately, he deals necrotic. So more trouble. As his hand touches your back, you feel a crippling sense of cold rush through your body, and you take 4 points of necrotic damage. So you can subtract 4 from your 37 hit points. All right, so that's your turn. Anything with your bonus action, more trouble.
What are the things I could do with bonus action again?
So you can cast Healing Word. You can also use a Bardic Inspiration die to give to somebody. No one's taken damage yet, so Healing Word doesn't really do much right now.
Okay.
So you can give one of your Bardic Inspiration dice to someone as a bonus action.
Can I give my bardic inspiration to Keshi?
Yeah, absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So go ahead and tick one of those down. And Keshi, you get to add a d6 to whatever d20 roll you want for the next,
Ooh.
100 rounds.
Ooh.
Yara, it's your turn, and then Keshi, you're up.
So Yara sees Bodak reach for more trouble as he's running away, and she squeals and kind of without thinking about it, two-hand attacks with her quarterstaff. So it's just like ah, like it's like swings it kind of on accident
Bodak?
onto Bodak. Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna move up, and you're gonna bonk him.
Yeah.
So 13 does hit, and you
Let's
you
go.
bonk for 2 points of damage, and it kind of cocks its head to the side. All right, nice. Anything
Sorry.
else from you, Yara? Are you good?
No, I don't have anything else, but it's sorry. You startled me.
All right, Keshi, it's your turn.
Does Bodak respond to the bonking other than tilting his head?
No, it didn't seem to do much, so it just kind of cocks its head to the side.
Oh, is Keshi gonna defend my honor?
I look at. I'm torn because I'm looking at this situation in front of me with the beast and sorry, what was your name?
Yara!
Damn.
I forgot my name!
Yeah.
It's
And
Yara!
I'm looking at the guest being taken in the Shadowfell. My hands are shaking. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm even more shades of pale than before. I clutch my heart as if I'm in pain. And I look left and right, and I finally make the decision to run towards the portal and to stop the guest from being taken away.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Would
So
you
let
like
me,
to dash? That'll be double your movement.
Yes, I would like to dash indeed.
Okay, I want you to roll me an acrobatics to get over this wall here.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics. And
Nice. So
but
yeah,
also
so
get
yeah,
like my-
yeah, good.
the bardic inspiration to also get like the other roll on top of that.
Oh well, you don't need to use it yet. 18 was fine.
Alright,
Um,
perfect.
So if you were here, I'm gonna say you get to here.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so you pole vault and you dash. Nice.
Can I do a backflip as well?
Keshi!
Yes, absolutely, yeah. You get onto the buffet table, you backflip over the wall, you superhero landing on the dance floor, and then you continue to huff it all the way
And-
to the center.
Right before I come to then, can I also do a little cartwheel?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, with an
And
18.
while I'm
yeah.
cartwheeling, can I grab like a drink? Like,
Grab a
can I try
drink.
some other things?
That's fine. You cartwheel, grab a drink, down it. You're upside down. It doesn't work, and then and then you continue.
This Indiana
Now it-
Jones motherfucker.
Yeah. So Fingali stands up and runs over to this Shadar-kai and tackles him. And
Oh,
he says,
my. What a
he
man.
says, "Not today." And he successfully tackles this Shadar-kai. Oh no, Shadar-kai critted. Whoops. As he runs over, the Shadar-kai trips him, and he falls. And the Shadar-kai snickers as he continues to
You
drag
killed
this
it.
human toward the portal.
Stupid man.
And the Shadar-kai pushes the human down and turns to Fingali and raises a club and starts bringing it down. That is an 18. Oh god. Alright, oh my god, maximum damage? Yeah, he hits Fingali in the stomach and you hear a crack as there might be a rib broken, and Fingali
God.
collapses.
Oh my-
These other Shadar-kai run over with their guests, and they begin to throw him into the portal.
Where the fuck is the most powerful being of all time who's throwing this shindig?
Getting a drink.
She can't interfere, unfortunately.
Oh, right, with the pact.
Yeah.
It's all on
So she begins
Keshi.
to throw him into the portal, and Bodak's gonna go. So Bodak looks at you, Yara, and says, and raises both of its hands, and it gazes into your soul. I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Kashi!
Do I hear
14.
that?
Yeah, 14 just barely. That is the DC. So you, for a second, you feel as though you are dying, and you shake it off. You just barely avoided the death gaze. Nice. Bodak then begins to move around you. See these people get the fuck out of there. 10, 15, 20, no, 25, 30, and begins to move toward More Trouble. More Trouble, it's your turn.
Great. So I think that I'm going to. Okay, hang on. I got this. I want to cast Unseen Servant.
Nice. Okay.
Just start rounding up the people that are still in the ballroom to get them out of harm's way.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's really good.
Not the most selfish characters ever, with More Trouble being the best of all. Like, we're so
I don't know what's
selfish.
going on. I'm just trying to do what I can.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. So this Unseen Servant begins to push people off to the sides, where the Shadar Kai, because they keep trying to come back, and it seems to be oh no, not this music. Come on, buddy. There we go. Yeah, and it's just pushing people out of the way, so the Shadar Kai are having a lot more trouble getting to them. So nice. You have saved a lot of lives, More Trouble. Anything else with your bonus action?
I'm trying to hang on. I'm also looking to see what bonus action things I can do.
So the only two bonus action things that you can do is use your Bardic Inspiration to give it to people, and cast Healing Word if people are damaged.
Okay. I'm gonna give Yara Bardic Inspiration as well.
Nice. Okay, yeah, Yara, you have a Bardic Inspiration die. And now it's your turn. Oh, sorry, More Trouble, would you like to move as well?
Yeah, I want to start. Hang on. where's
Nice.
the-
You move up
Yeah.
to this line. Alright, Yara, good.
Yara feels the Bardic Inspiration, and she starts to get frustrated with the whole ruse of everything. And she goes, "Oh, blow it out your ass!" And she, like, bunches up her dress and sprints towards Bodak, who is facing, like, away from me, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I want to use Shocking Grasp on Bodak.
Oh, shit, yeah, yeah, oh my god.
So, like, she, like, she's like, "Oh, blow it out your ass!" And she, like, bunches up the skirt and runs over to him and just places a hand right on his back.
Nice. And this electricity courses through it. You see Bodak actually stands up straight and twitches a bit as he takes 5 points of electricity damage. That was really nice. Very nice. And Bodak, you hear... And it turns around to look at you.
Oh, boy.
And Keshi, it's your turn.
I notice. What's this little guy's name?
Which guy?
Chare?
This guy.
Wait, which little guy?
I don't know how to.
So left click and hold to ping something.
Left click and hold.
Nice. Oh yeah, so
hurt,
Fingali.
dude.
Yeah,
I run towards them
nice.
and get in front of them because I know they're getting the shit beaten out of them.
Nice. So because you're a rogue, you can dash as a bonus action. So you can essentially move 60 feet and still get an action. So you can move up to here if you want.
Okay, let's move here.
Nice. All right. So what are you doing once you get there?
I grab the what are they called?
the Shadar Kai. It's
Oh,
a dark
Shadow
elf.
Kai. I hate that word. It's terrifying.
It is.
I grab the Shadow Kai and try and throw them towards the portal.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Let's
I want you
go.
to roll me a strength save.
Oh god, I'm not pretty sure.
It's gonna be
that
versus
isn't-
this one's strength save.
Okay, I also have my inspiration, right?
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, you don't even need it. Yeah.
Epic.
So you shove him. I'm gonna say that you shove him 10 feet that way. So you shove him towards the portal, and it stops and it gets its bearings and it looks up at you and it says, "Traitor!" All right, nice. That was a good turn. At this, Keshi, you feel something tug at your leg, and you see Fingali gets up, and like he's grabbing like your pants, and he pulls himself up, and he straightens himself, and he like
Ooh.
cracks his neck,
Ooh,
and
ooh.
he says, "All right, you son of a bitch," and he charges the Shadar Kai, and he also attempts to shove him through. He says, "That's a good idea, Keshi," and he tries to shove him. That is an 18 versus an yeah. And he shoves the Shadow Kai through the portal and it disappears. Nice.
Nice.
He turns around, he gives you a wink.
Oh my god, I love
I wink
him.
back. I
That's
wink
the Shadow
back
Kai's turn.
and I blush a tiny
Yeah.
bit.
Oh my god.
Awesome. These 3 Shadar Kai are each going to engage you all. So, Keshi, these other 2 Shadar Kai, they'd bring out the equivalent of, they look like almost baseball bats, but they've got like these like bulbous endings, and they begin to swing them at you. So, Keshi, you're taking 2 attacks, a 13 and a 21!
Oh,
Ugh.
come on.
Oh no, both of those are going to hit.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh
Uh-oh.
no. That is 6 damage and 5. So, Keshi, you're taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage
God
as
damn
they
it.
start hitting you in the face, or no, in the stomach. They're trying to wind you.
I'm
And
on
this
8.
Shadar Kai is going to attempt to grapple Fingali. So this Shadar Kai knees Fingali in the stomach, right where the crack is in his rib, and then he starts to drag him towards the portal.
Oh my god.
Bodak is now going. Bodak now looks at Yara. It's his turn, and you see he stands up to his full height. He's well over 10 feet tall, and
Oh my.
looks down at you, Yara. He looks down at you, Yara, and he says,
Your soul is mine.
You don't want my soul? It's not. It's pretty. You don't want it. Can I? Shit.
he grabs you by the shoulders, and you see his mouth open, and he's just. And Yara, I need you to make me I believe this is a Constitution save.
Oh.
Yara, would you like to use?
Yes, Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, your bardic inspiration.
Yes, please.
Oh no, I think you got a regular point of inspiration. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, all right, nice. So yeah, 19.
Can we say that my soul, Yara's soul, is so acidic that Bodak spits it out?
It like you feel your soul like begin to leave, and Bodak, you hear and it just like goes back right into your body as you feel like you died for a second, and it just comes back, and Bodak looks at you. And
I told
actually,
you didn't want my soul. Oh, sorry.
and he puts you down, and he begins to move this way. And it looks like he's making a beeline for more trouble. More trouble, it's your turn.
Is my unseen servant still moving people?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have him move all the people that are around me right now back towards the piano?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you can just do that. I'll say that you can actually you can do something else if
Okay.
you'd like.
Then I want to cast Thunder Wave
Yeah.
to try to knock him back.
Oh shit! Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Alright, so
I
go
wanted to get them out of the way so they didn't get hurt.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
And then do I do cast
Yeah,
at
go ahead.
level 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
so
go.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
so you clap your hands together using magic to create this huge wave of force of sound. And he passed his save, so he's not going to get pushed back, but he does take half of the damage. So he's going to take 6 more damage. And you see little bits of decayed flesh fall off as Bodak pushes through your spell. But you did damage him. You get a bonus action and a you used your bonus for the Unseen Servant. You get to move if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Hang on. Let me see how far. Okay. I'm gonna move up here.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Yara, it's your turn, and then Keshi.
So Yara, I actually take back what Yara said earlier. And Yara comes to after almost getting her soul sucked out, and she kind of shakes her head a little bit, and she looks up. Wait, what's wrong with my soul? Wait, why didn't you take my soul? You should have taken my soul. It's a wonderful. Wait, what's wrong with my soul? And she kind of chases after Bodak, like in a huff, like what's wrong with my soul? I think I can get all the way to him. That was 30.
Yeah.
And excuse me, what was wrong with my soul? And I think I'm gonna do Shocking Grasp again. So I want to say that like she doesn't realize she still has that charged up from the last time, and she's really excuse me, what is wrong with my soul? And touches the Bodak's shoulder and
Yeah,
Shocking
go for it.
grasps his ass.
Oh my god, double 22s? That's pretty nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, and you just like slap him on the back, electricity coursing from your hands. You just
Oh.
taser him, and
Oops.
Bodak turns around and looks at you and says,
You don't learn, do you?
and Keshi, it's your turn.
I like that I'm accidentally fighting Bodak this whole time. I haven't gotten
Alright.
anywhere near the guest being pulled away.
Again, I try throwing or pushing with such force one of the assailants.
Okay, roll me a strength save versus.
Kashi's really
Bears.
hands-on this game.
This
Yeah.
one, yeah.
No weapons, no nothing. Real handsy.
Oh,
Oh
Not handsy enough.
no!
no! Oh no! Oh
Listen, I'm not
yikes.
used to using
You're too
these.
drunk. Yeah, you're not used to using
Yeah,
your
I see,
poor
you go
uncalloused
to push
hands.
the Shadar Kai, but you see that its tunic is quite dirty, so you actually just stop and put your hands back at your sides.
I go to push it and like, I get a napkin. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like searching for a napkin, and you just like,
Oh my god.
that's amazing. All right, okay, nice. Fingali is gonna go. Fingali looks up at this Shadar Kai, and he shoves him one more time. That is a 14 versus the Shadar Kai's 11. Yeah! Pushes the Shadar Kai in, goes through the portal, disappears. He then sinks to a knee, and he says, I don't know how much more of these I got. And now it's the Shadar Kai's turn. So the Shadar Kai, they raise their clubs after seeing the napkin brush across its tunic, and go to attack Keshi once more. That is a 7 and a 5!
Oh!
Nice! Nice!
Misses.
So, we see a flurry of these two clubs coming at Keshi as Keshi, like, matrix dodges them as they cross right across their head. Very nice. Nice job, Keshi. You did a great job.
Pilates, thank you.
To
It's the Pilates.
Oh my god.
God.
It really helps with flexibility.
So Bodak raises a clawed hand and attempts to bring it down
On me?
on you. Yeah, Yara. And these wickedly sharp claws.
Ooh. Draw blood, draw blood, draw blood.
That is an 8.
Does not hit me.
Yeah, no, but you duck, and you get the feeling those claws were going for your throat.
Yikes. Can I use
And
my
you duck out
fan
of the way.
to smack his hand? No
That's
touch.
fine. Yeah.
No touch.
Yeah, you just like, no touch.
Yeah.
That's great. More trouble, it's your turn.
Okay. Alright. Now, I have a funny, wacky idea.
Yes, let's
Do
go.
it. I love this.
I love
Do
funny,
it.
wacky
I don't care
ideas.
what it is. I love funny, wacky ideas.
Can I go ahead and have my unseen servant, can he move Keshi and this other person and
Mm-hmm.
what's his name? The hurt guy? That Finnegan?
Bengali.
Finnegan.
Yeah.
Bengali. Whatever. Can he move them back so I can go and fight these two guys real quick?
This guy?
The unseen servant.
Oh yeah,
Can
yeah.
the unseen servant move these back just a
Oh,
little.
this fucking music again? There we go.
Yeah, the
yes. Yes,
Okay.
yeah. It can, especially because Fingali. So the unseen servant has a strength of 2, but if the subject is willing, then it'll assist them in like shuffling them along. So yeah,
Okay.
it pushes Fingali 2 squares back, and I'm gonna say it even moves this guy back as well.
Okay. So I want to head over to them.
You can make it to about here.
Okay, I can see what I can do with that. Can I go ahead and use my rapier and try to get this guy on the left?
You can.
Does it reach or no?
Well, oh no. So he's
Can I use the
he's
hand
too far
crossbow?
upstairs. You can.
Okay.
You can.
I can.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can-
I'll do it.
Yes. Okay.
So I would move. It was like
Like
here,
that.
right?
There.
Okay. And then the hand crossbow.
Yeah. You shoot it in the throat, and it collapses. Yeah. How do you kill this thing?
Oh. I feel like I would shoot it just directly in the head, trying to take it out so that it can't get to anyone anymore.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So you shoot it in the head?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Keshi, I need you to roll me a sleight of hand as you see through this crossbow bolt wound. As this thing collapses, you see a little bit of blood begin to well up.
Oops.
Yeah, I knew where this is going. God damn it, okay.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Double crit! Hell yeah! Oh my god. So I'm gonna say that, so as Keshi instinctively, upon seeing this blood like almost begin to well up and leave the body, Keshi kicks the Shadar Kai in through the portal.
Oh my
and it
god.
disappears.
You just fucking drop kicked his ass.
Wait, how many meters is that?
It's far, but you double critted, so whoops. Yara, it's your turn.
Yara sees
Yeah,
Keshi being
double.
super impressive and wants in on that. And so she's gonna actually firebolt the dude standing next to Keshi. the
Nice.
Shadar
Okay.
Kai. It's 120 feet range, so
Yep.
that reaches.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how do you kill it?
Okay. So, Okay, so Yara is like, oh, Keshi! And just fires this firebolt. I've got the other one, don't worry! And fires the firebolt. And I wanted to, like, land, like, maybe she misses and it lands next to him and, like, catches just, like, a bandage on fire or something, like a piece of his clothes on fire. Oh! And then but, like, then it engulfs the whole thing. Oh, okay, there we go. It's
Nice.
like, he burns and he just turns into a pile of ash.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens.
Perfect.
Keshi, it's as you drop kick this other Shadar-kai, this one raises its club and it just engulfed in flames. Very nice.
I look around. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome,
Keshi,
my
it's
peach.
your turn. Yeah, Keshi, it's your turn.
I run to Fingali to check if he's okay.
Nobody gives a
Nice,
shit
yeah.
about Yara.
You're a strong
roll
woman. You
me-
can handle it.
Roll me a medicine check, Keshi.
You should just blew someone up. I think you're fine.
Bodak has tried to take my soul many times now.
Hey, you survived. You're
He
fine.
didn't like it.
It's true.
Medicine check. Let's go. Oh, did
Oh.
not.
Oh,
didn't go
yikes,
to
you
med
stabbed
school.
him harder.
Feast or famine with Keshi.
Is he wounded at all?
Oh yeah, he's.
I
he
literally just
is-
like stick my fingers in. Oh, does this hurt?
Yeah, you press into the broken rib, and he's just
Oh.
like, ah!
I press him like, follow my fingers, follow my fingers. I was kicking
Yeah,
him out.
he's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! Oh god, oh fuck! Oh my god. It's
very
now his
uncharacteristic.
turn. He's gonna pass out. Bodak, it's.
Okay.
I was just about to be like, Bodak, it's your turn, and then I realized I'm.
You're Bodak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Bodak, it's your turn.
So Bodak turns, he sees that all of the Shadar-kai are dead or through the portal again, and he raises his claw. He raises both of his claws at Yara,
Aw.
and he says,
This night shall be one to remember, but not for you.
and he brings his claw down on Yara Sophia. That is a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, Yara, you're taking some damage.
How much?
You're taking 17 points of damage.
I have 1 hit point left.
Oh, jeez.
Slashing damage.
That's most 1 hit point left.
And
Does he draw blood?
Yes. So he cuts into you. You at first you feel nothing as he just whoosh, and then you see 4 lines of red as he cut through your outfit, like across your stomach, as blood begins to just like pour onto the floor.
This was my
And
finest dress.
I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Yikes.
All right, so you're also taking a little bit of necrotic damage.
I am passed out.
You're taking 4 points of necrotic damage.
It's a negative 3 hit
Intro.
points for me, guys.
Uh-oh. And so yeah, you all hear Yara say, "This was my finest outfit," and just fall to the ground. She begins to bleed out. And as that happens, these motes of light begin to swirl around Bodak. As the blood dripping from his claws, he looks at him, and then he looks back at Yara, and then he whips around and he looks at you, Keshi. And he breathes in to say something, but he is cut off as Aletheia appears before him in this like explosion of light, and she raises a hand to him, and she says, as she's smirched, she says, "You broke the rules." And she snaps her fingers, and these lights appear all around Bodak, and they form into chains as they like bring him down. And her eyes like light up
Oh my god.
as she raises her hand, and you see Bodak begins to like float on the ground, as she is moving with him, and she calls out to More Trouble. She says, "Take care of her, darling." And she kind of jerks her head towards Yara. And Keshi, you see your mother angrier than she has ever been at you in all of your years of living.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
you're grounded.
I think it's a little bit worse than that.
Last time you got sent to the Shadow Bell.
Yeah, imagine what happened this time. And that was only for drinking. Like a lot.
And so she holds Bodak up to this portal, and in a voice that you've never heard before, she says,
Get out of my house!
and she throws him through the portal. And he disappears. More Trouble, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna run over to Yara real quick.
Cool. Right.
Yeah. Let's...
Yeah, as you're running, Yara, I need you to make me a death save.
Yeah, I know. What? How do I do that again?
Just click on death saves. It's next to your hit dice.
I see.
All right, yeah. So you've made one pass.
Okay.
More Trouble. How would you like to heal your friend?
Let's see. I think what's best is to stop the bleeding, so I think that I would rip part of my sleeve off and just like wrap wherever the blood is coming from.
Okay.
My tummy.
So yeah, you can roll me a medicine check if you would
Okay,
like
bet.
to manually stabilize her.
I think you have magic too that heals.
I do.
Yeah, you can also
I do.
magically heal her. That's up to you.
Okay. I guess which would be better? Fuck.
Probably magic.
Probably. Let's do magic.
Yeah.
Let's do magic. So would that be? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
What am I?
Is it like mage
Use-
hand or something, or
Click
like
on
healing
the
hand?
spell. Probably healing word. Is,
Yeah.
is
Okay,
the one that you,
healing word.
Yeah. So just click on the spell and
There it
put it
is.
in chat. What is the word that you use for healing?
Dumbass.
That's amazing.
Definitely that.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Okay.
So you put your hands to the blood and you say, "Dumbass." And Yara, you feel a searing heat coming from your stomach as your eyes snap open, and you all hear Yara cry out as the 4 wounds begin to they close, and the bleeding stops.
Couldn't fix my dress while you're at it. This is my only one. I mean, I have many fine dresses. Thank you.
So at this, the portal closes.
Oh.
And everything returns to normal. Aletheia runs up to Keshi, and she at first she looks like she's gonna throttle you, but she gives you a really tight hug, and she says, "Are you all right?"
Fine, but it's the guest bishop we wrote about. We lost so many. I couldn't save everyone. I'm
So
sorry.
Aww.
she grabs your face again. She says, "My darling, mistakes have been made, but we shall pay our own penance in time." Chare gets up and he flits over to you, More Trouble, and you see one of his wings looks like it's a little bent, and he kind of cracks it back into place. He says, "Hey, you did pretty good out there, pal." He says, seems like the mood's kind of been killed though, right?
Yeah, I should probably do my job.
I need you to make me a performance check with advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the end of Ferris Bueller where everyone sings together.
The end of every Disney movie where there's a song.
Yes, basically. More Trouble begins to put on his act. And it's really good. You can tell that people aren't, like, quite getting the gravity of it because they all almost died, but, like, they all seem to be calming down. And while he's performing, I'm gonna put you right in the middle.
Don't do this to me. Don't. Listen.
While he's performing, Fingali comes up to Yara, and you see he's got a little bit of a limp, and he says, I know that we didn't meet in the best circumstances, but my proposal is still on the table, if you'll have me and my people.
What a stud. Yara wants to cast suggestion.
Okay.
And she's going to try to convince him that it was all a lie. She's actually in ruin. The country's in ruin. But if his people join her kingdom, maybe they can all work together to become a powerful kingdom. So, okay, so here's how she says. So,
yeah.
I only got an 11. Fuck.
No, he got an 11. He failed to save. So
Oh, okay. So Yara goes, I haven't been truthful with you. We're in ruin. Gambling problems. Not me, of course. And, well, the kingdom's broke. But, with your help, and your people, and, you know, the boosting of the economy and such, maybe we could work together?
his eyes widen, but you see the laces of magic around him, and he looks around them. He says, of course we can. And he says, I believe that this is the beginning of a new beginning.
Yara jumps into his arms. Yara jumps into his arms,
He
like
jumps
wedding
into his
cake.
arms,
Oh.
He like instinctively catches you, but then he's like, oh,
No,
no,
right.
and he's like, no, and he just.
Oh,
drops you.
sorry.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
Sorry.
I need a medic. I need a medic right now.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's gonna be
shit.
fine. Someone save this man. He's gonna save my kingdom.
He like spits out some blood. He's like, oh shit. But he's okay.
Okay, good. I need him.
And from here, we fade to, oh god, there we go. From here, we fade to the Shadowfell. In the distance, we see the dim outline of a tower, but immediately before us is a bridge over a yawning chasm. There's a bright light, brighter than any the Shadowfell has seen in over a century, and a rift tears open on the bridge. And landing through the rift and onto the bridge is Bodak. And he hears the fluttering of wings, and he turns around. And there is an illusory projection of Chare that we can see. And in Chare's hand is a small sphere made of a dark stone, and he grins at Bodak, and he says, seems like everything went well, yeah? And Bodak nods, revealing an identical stone, and says,
All according to plan.
Wait.
Not Bodak having ulterior motives. Okay,
Sorry.
Infinity Stones, go off, I guess. God damn it.